All right. So for you, as I said, these are interchangeable between you and your person. Cordelia, go outside. 10th house, the world. So there may be external factors that come into the relationship that may be affecting the relationship. So in this case, it could be your career or some aspect of that. You'll have to see. But it can also be that you're coming into your own sort of power, your own authority, or your person, you're viewing them in that way as well. So just apply it how it resonates. But normally the 10th house is to do with career, fame, reputation, and also public status. So this could also be indicating a public status change for you. So this is how other people see you. So this could be going from, being employed in an organization to being self-employed, something like that. Or it could be a single to a married individual. It's your status, where you fit in. And so that it all comes in. But it's also the anything official. So this can be like something that you're entering into. Or it could be so with an authority figure or through an authoritative institution. But it can also be, maturity, and gaining wisdom and, rising up in, authority or power or, however you want to look at it. But it's everything outside the home. It's often what you aspire to be. It's what you admire and so on. So you could be striving for something personally. It could also be that your person is viewing you in that light. They could be seeing you as being very mature, very wise, and having some power and authority. Or it could be that you are viewing this in yourself. Perhaps you've also been working hard, and so 10th house matters have taken up a lot of your time. You'll just have to see how it resonates. But I do feel that you have been working hard, that you have had you've been creating a foundation of some sort, whether this is in yourself personally or within the relationship. It's some sort of foundation is being created here. 10th house is very much about that. And that's why there's that authority and official situation going on. And also it's about reputation and so on. And so it's creating something, creating a foundation, a strong foundation. Saturn normally rules this house. So, there's definitely, strong, firm, groundwork being laid. But it's also saying that Cordelia, go outside. You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. So, I do feel that this is also about maybe you have had your nose down into your work or into this life or whatever it is that's been going on, and you hadn't had a chance to really lift your head. And it's saying that you need to do that. You need to bring in fresh air, fresh energy into your relationship right now. You can do that by going out into nature. Also, spending time in nature, or maybe by the sea, but just getting out into nature, even if you've got a garden, going out into that, connecting with nature, because that will help to bring this fresh energy and renewed enthusiasm and vigor is the word I'm looking for, strength, which is what we need here. It can also be that something that you have been working on to do with this, whether you're raising your profile or whether you are striving for some sort of maturity or authority in something, or even if you are laying a very strong foundation for your relationship or within your connection. You may have been in a partnership for quite some time. It's saying that whatever you have been sort of toiling away at, is got a good chance of manifesting in the month of May. Okay. So just see how that, goes for you. But this is about, you're connecting with something here as well. 3 and 4 is 7. So that's right place, right time. So you may be rising up in power or rising up in notoriety, and it's affecting your relationship, but you may just have been working really, really hard, and you need to freshen things up. You need to get a change of environment and a change of energy so that you can get a new perspective and lift yourself up. Because with the 10th house matters can sometimes be very ambitious, very focused, very determined, very goal oriented, and you kind of, it can sometimes be a little bit heavy as well. So make sure that you're getting out and bringing that fresh energy and that connection to nature into yourself and into your relationship. Now, for your person, we've got Chiron healing and we've got Sarasvati, the arts. So there's actually quite a bit of green going on here in the top section and here as well. So this is all heart energy, connecting to whether it's expressing what's in your heart or expressing other aspects of yourself. So this is saying for this person, they may have quite an artistic bent to them, or they have a side to them which perhaps they're not necessarily expressing at this time. And it could be quite artistic. It could be musical. They could have some kind of expression, or they could be needing to just immerse themselves in a hobby or an interest, which is going to help them to heal in some way. Because they've got Chiron healing here. So this is wisdom through pain. Basically, that is the aspect that Chiron brings. It's about some healing that needs to take place, but there's a wound that has either been sort of covered over, or it's just been sort of ignored or suppressed. And sometimes what happens is the situations which brought on that original wounding or situation or some kind of loss or some kind of like trauma or just some kind of jarring circumstance or just like a wounding, whether it's emotional or physical even, or both, something keeps reoccurring to do with that. And themes keep coming back into this person's life. And it's because the original wounding or loss or incident or situation wasn't ever really fully understood or healed. It kind of something grew over it and it kind of left it there. So something will keep reoccurring to do with that because it needs to be opened up. The light needs to get in. The person needs to look at that and actually bring it into the light. Acknowledge that this situation, whatever happened, had a place in their life. It's shaped who they are. And as soon as they bring it into light, it loses its ability and power to hurt them because now it's in the light. It can be seen fully. All the circumstances can be looked at from a new place of neutrality. And then forgiveness can be put into action, especially forgiveness of releasing themselves from having their energy trapped there. This little festering wound or this incident which kind of never really went away. And it's because the incident, had circumstances around it which weren't really fully integrated. So it's about that whole process. And once they forgive themselves and forgive their actions or forgive whoever was involved there and release their energy from that situation, then that energy now comes back fully to them and they can utilize that for healing. Okay. It's also about understanding perhaps where natural remedies, natural therapies, and anything related to that, and even medicinal, how it can help them in their life to overcome certain things, learning about it, integrating certain things to assist them to move forward. And this can even be in any kind of therapy. It can be naturopathy. It can be any kind of therapy or remedy which has a natural basis, because Chiron does rule the natural world. And so it could be something that they've come into contact with or they would like to try personally themselves. But they can also seek help. And once they have used that method to help themselves, then they may be able to help others with it as well. But through this process of healing, they're going to be given some sort of key. So this is through this process of healing, whatever it is that they've gone through, something from their past or however it could even be past life. Once they understand the process and they've healed themselves, then they can use that to help others. And that is an incredible tool. And that is part of their mission this lifetime, understanding that and then helping others. They don't have to do it in a formal capacity, although this card does indicate that they can. They can learn more about it and then use it as a career or as an interest. But it's also just about understanding and being empathetic with others who are going through similar circumstances. So something occurring with that, they're going through deep healing at this time, and they can use their artistic side or their abilities, whether it's musical or just affinity with any artistic endeavor or creative endeavor. It can be writing, it can be stage work, it can be whatever's their thing. Connecting to that, because that brings them into the present moment. Any sort of art therapy is wonderfully healing, and that will help them to clear out and sort of get to grips with the situation and sort it out once and for all, so that it doesn't keep repeating. So I would just say within your situation that this person has been busy with this, and whatever it is that they would like to do or enjoy, is going to help them to stay in the present moment and actually deal with certain things which they may be carrying from the past, which need to be aired and released now. Current situation, you've got white Taurus sensitivity and you've got fourth house roots. So fourth house is something going on in your home environment. So this is normally to do with your actual physical home, the structure, but it can also be where you are currently residing, whether you are together or you come together in one or either of your homes, depending on what stage you are in your relationship. But it's where you base yourself. And it's also, it could actually be the atmosphere in the home or the people in your home. So whether you are sharing or you have a family or you have other people in the home with you, there's some shifts and changes going on there. It can also be that the relationship with family, roots, traditions, foundations, ancestry, ethnic identity, all of that. So something is coming in to do with that, whether it's one or either of you, or if you're in a long-term relationship, you may have connections to this because you've been together for so long. So it's some aspect is coming in there. It's saying white Taurus sensitivity, you are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. So this is anything that triggers you, whether this is physical substances, toxicity, as in chemicals in the home. Clear out things that are toxic, bring in more natural substances. And this is why I feel you've got the Chiron healing as well. They may be having a rising up of allergies or something that is connected to emotional situations. And this can be triggered by things going on around them, whether it's relationships, something to do with the environment, or whether it's actual situations, or whether it's chemically related. Whatever it is, something is triggering either one of you, but it could also be present in the home itself. It could also be the actual structure of the home. Perhaps there's something that needs to be sorted out. It can be this condition of the home. Perhaps it's old and certain things need to be sorted out, or you may need to change your home environment. But it can also be the family or the atmosphere in the home. There's something that needs to be sorted out. And it's saying that as soon as you start on the ascension path, then you naturally become more sensitive because you are raising your vibration, raising your consciousness. And you're going to find that certain things will trigger you, whether it's actions to do with your person or actions in the home, or whether it's the physical home itself. Or it could be relating to family traditions, visiting family, or connecting to, your relationship with your family history. And it could very well be to do with your person. Perhaps they have something from their family history which was painful for them. And this is creating this situation of sensitivity. Things are triggering. And so something needs to be sorted out with that. But certainly there's a home focus or a relationship to the family, the ethnic identity and ancestry. Something there. As I said, it could even be past life. Something is coming up now to be dealt with. But it's saying that do everything you can to improve every one of these circumstances, to release both of you or your relationship from being triggered all the time. Spend time in nature. That will help to ground and balance your energies. And just remove yourselves or yourself or your person from those situations to limit exposure while you're ascending, while you're going through your growth processes. So for the advice, we've got Arakura blossoming. We've also got void of course, moon missing. And then we also have nothing is set in stone, which is a mutable energy. So this is saying that there are things, and this is saying the same thing. Void of course, moon missing. This is the moon goes through a sort of a shadow period where all is quiet between signs while she's moving. But now what it's saying is that you're not going to have that light of the moon shining on things. So it's kind of like a dark period. And it's saying that things are not what they seem. Okay, things are not what they seem. Nothing is yet set in stone. So there's movement occurring. There's communication that is required. There's things that are shifting. Things can go either way at this point. And that you have opportunity to adjust your sails within the relationship, or it could be you personally or with your person and your relationship. But there's opportunities to adjust things according to how the situation is unfolding. So don't think that that everything is fixed and that you cannot be shifted currently. Things are not what they seem, all right? You haven't got everything sorted out. Not all the facts are present and you're not able to see them all at this time. So this period is actually saying it's time for to pull back, to just continue on with your normal activities, all right? So no big initiations, no big energy, putting lots of energy into things that you don't want. Okay. Just focus on what you have been doing, your normal routines, but also spend time, in contemplation. This is a time for rest, recovery, dreaming and planning. Okay. So whatever it is that you're wanting to initiate, whatever it is that you're hoping to put into motion, just, wait for a while until this energy has passed. Normally this is prevalent for about a week in real time, but it may be a bit longer than that. Just see how things feel. But it will feel that, you're in a sort of a pause period. It is that kind of pause. Just wait, look at things again, and wait till the energies have shifted. And this is like your dreaming and your planning period, but it's also time to gather your resources, okay? Because things are not what they seem, and nothing is yet set in stone. So there's still factors to come in which you are not aware of at this time. Then we've got Erukura blossoming. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself in the process and do not give up. So obviously this is probably to do with your relationship. There are factors which still need to be worked out. Don't become impatient. Don't lose patience with yourself, with your person, or with this process, or whatever it is that you're undertaking right now. This is slow and steady progress, but it's blossoming. You are blossoming. There are opportunities for growth, and you are going to reach your goals. But just at the moment, it may not look like that. As I said, things are not what they seem. So just keep going, keep moving forward. You may also find that because we're on the natural therapies and remedies and so on, this is also highlighting the natural world. It's come up here in Cordelia, and it's come up in the Chiron as well, saying that nature is your best friend at this point. Spend time in nature. There may be an opportunity to make use of flower essences or flower remedies or essential oils, something like that. It can be a learning curve for you or your person. Any one of those may help you at this time, especially the flower essences and flower remedies. They work on the emotional body, and they work on many, many different levels. So you can take one or two remedies and, and that will support your emotional situation most profoundly. So look it up, do a bit of looking at that, Bach flower remedies or whatever you can find, even essential oils, whether it's for massage or something like that, and get it help and get advice. But it can be something like an interest of yours, which can eventually turn into a career for either one of you, or just out of interest, okay? But it's saying that the floral kingdom is here to help you. It will help you, and that will help to raise your frequency, because one or either of you, both of you, is feeling incredibly sensitive at this time. So any time you spend in nature, either one of you, and for your person it may be the arts as well, it is going to raise your vibration and help to raise your consciousness. And all of these natural things are coming in to assist you at this time. So that's just a side thing, but don't give up. Don't give up on your person, yourself, your relationships, whatever is going on. Just keep going, and use your whatever facilities you have around you to assist you at this time to keep your emotional side raised up. And just be aware that things are not quite what they seem. It's not the best time to be initiating big things now. Just keep your energy steady and wait for that shift to pass, and then you can move forward.